What's going on, everyone? Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about the stock DWAC, which is a special purpose acquisition company that is merging with Truth Social, Donald Trump's social media company that will be competing with Twitter. Today we got the news that Truth Social launched their app on the iOS App Store for iPhones. And with that news, we definitely will be seeing some volatility in this upcoming week. So drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, so here is Truth Social's website on my desktop. Obviously, it is not a currently functioning social media, but you can download it from the App Store. You can make an account, choose a username, and it'll bring you to this landing page saying your account has successfully been created. Now, I did create an account on Truth Social, and my username is, ironically enough, censorship. I just thought it would be a funny thing to make that my username. With this news, Reuters reported that Trump's Truth Social tops downloads on Apple App Store, with many being waitlisted. So the whole point of Truth Social's existence is to fight censorship that you're finding on other social media platforms such as Twitter, which is its main competitor, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. Pretty much all of the big tech social media platforms, there is a significant sum of censorship. And for that reason, there is a market opportunity in social media platforms that refuse to censor people that post on it. And there's clearly a demand for these platforms that don't censor content creators, because YouTube's rival, which is Rumble, so rumble.com, is also a platform that refuses to censor people. That has been rising in popularity greatly. You can see that Rumble reported an increase in active users and content uploads during the month of January 2022. It's a competitor to YouTube, touting that it's immune to cancel culture. There were roughly 39 million monthly active users in the month of January, which was a 19% increase from December. Users watched 10.8 billion minutes, an increase of 27%, and creators averaged 4,383 hours of uploaded content, up 14% from the month prior. So there's clearly a market demand for this type of social media, and it is clearly growing very rapidly by looking at comparable companies such as Rumble. But this begs the question of whether or not DWAC, which will merge with Truth Social, is currently at a fair valuation. As you guys can see, DWAC is sitting at $84.32 per share, putting at a $3.14 billion valuation. Now, since this is a special purpose acquisition company and it's only taking a portion of the company public, the $3.14 billion valuation is not the actual valuation that will be on the company Truth Social once it finally does complete its merger. The actual valuation would be about $18.55 billion, given the stock price of $84.32. So given that Truth Social becomes as big as its competitor Twitter, which is sitting at a $27.48 billion valuation, that would imply about a 50% upside from the current prices. One thing to keep in mind, however, is that Twitter is currently much more mature in the social media industry and has way more monthly active users, mostly because Truth Social doesn't have any yet. I mean, the platform has not been launched other than to beta testers. So obviously we can speculate on what's to come in the future, but sitting at an $18.55 billion valuation, which is roughly 66% of Twitter's current valuation, Truth Social definitely needs to prove itself that it's worth that $18.55 billion valuation, as it currently has no revenue and no users. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Moomoo, a licensed FINRA brokerage that does absolutely zero payment for order flow. They're doing a promotion where you deposit $1 on their platform, you can get up to $7,000 in free stock. Absolute no-brainer. They're also giving an extra share of AMC if you deposit $100 on their platform, which is super good. But I think this promotion where you deposit $1, get up to $7,000 in free stock is an absolute no-brainer. All you have to do is click that link in the description below. It's not going to work if you don't click that link. There's also a link in the pinned comment section. You make an account, you connect your bank account, you deposit $1, you get up to $7,000 in free stock. So thank you, Moomoo, for sponsoring today's video, but let's get right back into it. Now, how exactly is this going to play out, and how can we profit off of this news? Taking a look at the price action of DWAC, you guys can see that in October, it spiked up from $10 a share all the way to $175 a share within the span of a few days. Now, this was a day trader's paradise right here, which is why it essentially pumped and dumped, because it went all the way back to about $40 a share by the middle of November right here. But in November, they did announce the beta for DWAC, which did in fact pump this thing up a little bit. Then towards the beginning of January, they did announce the public launch of Truth Social at the end of February, which has led to a nice uptrend that we're seeing right here. Now, obviously, that announcement that was back in January was the rumor of the public launch. Now, if you're familiar to how stocks work, a lot of the time it is buy the rumor, sell the news. So this possibly could be what we're looking at in DWAC right now. Now, by doing some brief technical analysis on DWAC using Market Cipher on TradingView, an indicator that I like to use to do technical analysis, there is a link in the description if you do want to check out Market Cipher. We can see that there is some bearish divergence here. So there are 3 decreasing blue waves right here. And generally speaking, in Market Cipher, it is a bearish sign when there are 3 decreasing blue waves just like this. We can also match this up with the price action of DWAC, which has been in an uptrend. So the Market Cipher indicator is showing bearish divergence, which is a bearish sign. Looking at all the option trades of $10,000 in premium or more, ask side only, we can get a judgment of what the sentiment is from big money on this stock as of Friday, February 18th. If we pull up the charts right here, about 68% of the premium was bullish premium. They were targeting June 17th right here, and then January of 2024. However, there were a bunch of bears that are targeting this January of 2023 right here. And as you guys can see, 4 of the 5 largest premium bets on Friday were in fact put options, $80 put options right here, slightly out of the money, expiring in January of 2023. But there were also a lot of huge bets on the bullish side, and it's obviously about 68% bullish. So take it as you will. There are people betting both sides of the coin right now. So all in all, there definitely is a market for social media companies that do not censor anyone whatsoever, and Rumble is the case study, the proof that this is a highly growing industry. Now, that being said, currently with Truth Social being launched as of today, that could be seen as a sell the news event. It also definitely is not looking too hot on the technicals right now. So in the short term, it might take a little bit of a hit, but longer term, it could be okay. Another risk with investing in a special purpose acquisition company is that once it merges with the parent company, which in this case would be Truth Social, the stock price could suffer, as we've seen in many different special purpose acquisition companies. Once the merger actually goes through, they do sell off, because that would mean they have a higher valuation, more shares available, etc. But that's all I really got, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out Moomoo if you want up to $7,000 in free stock using that link in the description or pinned comment section. And if you want all of my buy and sell alerts, a private Discord with me and other VIP members, you can check out the first link in the description below to check out that. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. I'll be seeing you guys next time. See ya.